Hello everybody, this is NapaFan here, and finally, we're getting to this. Finally, I know, I meant to do this like a month ago, honestly. But we're finally going to get to this, and it's not going to happen tonight, so just relax. We're not doing this now. It's going to be Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, I want you guys to listen to this video, and you can do so because you don't have to quickly sign up or anything like that, but I want you to listen to this video right now so you know what to do on Friday night here. For the NRLOA Chick-fil-A Cup Series Season 7 Team Signups. I'm going to say this right now, this is by far the most important thing, and I have a fear that something's going to happen like this, so I'm going to stress this a lot. If you become a team owner in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Season number 7, if you create a team on Friday, you cannot and absolutely cannot drive any car at all in Season 7 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. So if you become a Chick-fil-A Cup Series team owner, with the exception of Cody Sill, the All-Star Race winner, and Elijah Gordon, the Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion, and you can probably understand why they can do so. They're not going to be part of the Owners' Championship in Season 7. They get to create their own teams, their own single-car teams to drive for, only because they won their respective titles. But for everybody else, if you create a team in Season 7 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, you cannot and absolutely cannot drive a car in Season 7 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Now, you can drive in the Rockstar Pro Series, which will run simultaneously alongside the Cup Series, but you cannot drive in the Cup Series if you create a team on Friday, no matter what. If once your team is created, you cannot back out, and you cannot drive in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Season 7. Now, Season 7 is not starting until February. You might be wondering, why are we doing this so early? Well, I want to get the time to paint these cars for those of you who can't paint, basically. And I want to make sure that I have adequate time to do so. And I want to make sure that we can get all of them painted in time and ready to go for Season number 7. We will be using the beta mod here for the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. I've used it. I don't actually see any flaws with it. I know Caleb and a lot of other guys using it said that there were a lot of issues with the cockpit view and all that. I went in and there were no issues for me. Now that could just be for if you're driving in the game. We're not going to be doing that for this, obviously, and I think it's going to work out just fine. The damage model is fantastic. The only downside is we're going to have to use the Chevy SS for those of you who want to use Chevys, but I'll get into that a little bit later. So, on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, if you want to make a team and you understand that you cannot drive a car in Season 7, this is how you can create a team. Maximum of 3 cars per team. Maximum of 3 cars per team. You can decide the numbers and the sponsors. You can go ahead and do whatever you want with that. You can decide the numbers, the sponsors, and the manufacturers. And you can also name your own team. I'm going to have a team myself. Now, this team's not going to be eligible for any Owners' Championship. The other teams that you guys sign up for will be, but mine isn't, and obviously you understand why. But I'm going to give you an example right here. This is my team, NRLOA Motorsports. We got the number 79 Valvoline Dodge Dart, or Dodge Charger. I think it's actually a Dodge Charger. We got the number 77 Chick-fil-A Dodge, and the number 75 Hers Dodge. That's exactly what you want to do. Lay out your numbers, give me a team name, give me a team owner name, give me the sponsors, give me the numbers. I think I already said that. You know, it's pretty simple. Just a maximum of 3 cars. Once we hit, I think, 39 full-time cars. Once we hit 39 cars in all the team signups will close. The part-time cars will be just regular Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series cars with the Chick-fil-A logos all put on them. And those will be 8 of those part-time cars. They're not going to be part of any team necessarily, unlike the full-time cars. Now, we have 3 already in. Actually, we have 4. Actually, 5. We have 5 already in. Elijah Gordon will be driving the number 5 for his own single car team. He will not be eligible for the Owners' Championship. And Cody Sill, I believe, is also going to drive for his own single car team, and he is not going to be eligible for the Owners' Championship either. And I did say that they get to be owner drivers because they won their respective titles, and Cody Sill won the All-Star race, and Elijah Gordon won the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Championship in Season 6. See, Daniel McMillan here in the 75, the Rookie of the Year, he has decided to drive the 75 HERS Dodge for NRLOA Motorsports in Season 7, so that's why his name is already on this car, and ready to go. So, for painting your cars, you can paint the cars yourself, but if you do, you must use the templates that I give you in the description for that sign-up video on Friday. You're going to have them. It's going to be one file, and all 4 manufacturers are going to be in there. You must use that template. It has all the Chick-fil-A logos on it, has everything you need, and you must use those templates if you're going to paint your own cars. Now, if you're going to paint your own cars, you can have up to 3 different schemes. Yes, you can have 3 different schemes for each car you have on your team. And I'll randomly assign those cars throughout the season if you choose to do so. You can have 1 scheme per car if you do so. But if you are painting your own car, you can have up to 3 different schemes for each of your cars. Now, if you cannot paint your own car, I will paint them myself, but you will only get 1 scheme per car if you decide to let me paint them. You need to let me know in the comments down below when we do sign-ups on Friday night if you are going to paint your own cars or not. If you decide to paint your own cars, they must be given to me in some way, shape, or form. Of course, I use MediaFire to transfer files. You guys figure out how to do so. They must be turned in by December 1st. I know that's kind of early from the season, but if you guys do not bring them in, then that means I have to paint them, and I want to make sure I have enough time to paint those cars who I originally thought were going to be painted by the owners, but did not get turned in. So I recommend that you get this done very quickly if you sign up for a team and you are going to paint your own cars. I believe I went over everything. I know it was a lot, but this is a big thing. I've never done this before, and I want to make sure it's done right. So please, if you didn't get anything, rewatch the video or ask me any question in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer you on this. I want to do this really badly. I want to do a custom series really badly, and we're going to do it for season number 7 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And the only downside is that we're going to end up using the SS instead of the Camaro for the Chevys, but I had to make that decision because I want to get this started now that I have the time to get these painted for you guys before the season starts in February. I know that's a long way off, but I want to make sure it's done and I don't feel rushed in doing it. So yes, thank you guys very much for watching. Of course, the sign-ups are going to be Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This Friday night, September 22nd. I believe that's Friday. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22nd. Yes. Friday, September 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time right here on NapaFan. If you decide to create a team, you cannot drive a car at all. No exceptions for Season 7 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, but you will be able to drive in the Rockstar Pro Series if you decide to create a team, which will run simultaneously to the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. I know we announced the NRLOA World Championship earlier today, and I know some of you might actually want to be part of that, but might also want to be a team owner. So, yes, I hope you guys understood it all. If you have any questions at all, let me know down below, and I will answer them as quick as possible. And other than that, have fun creating your own teams. And once we hit 39 cars, they will close. And then we'll probably won't even talk about the Chick-fil-A Cup Series until it comes back around in February. But yes, hopefully I went over everything. That's why I said please watch the video. A lot of important information. And let me say this again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I will be happy to answer them for you guys. I want to make sure this is as easy as possible, as simple as possible for you guys, and I want to make sure it works out very well. So anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. And that's it. So Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Chick-fil-A Cup Series Team Signups, Season number 7. Getting started kind of early, but it's going to be worth it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.